Hello, darling. I want to talk about the Schumann Resonance today. I've mentioned it, I've referenced to it in many videos, but I've not ever sat down and done this is what I think is going on with the Schumann Resonance, and this is why I pay attention to it. So this morning, this girl bolted upright at a little after 6 a.m. There was a peak on the Schumann Resonance. This morning was not a very high peak. However, it was enough to wake this girl up, even though she went to bed at 1. Right? Schumann Resonance. If you look on Wikipedia, Wikipedia will tell you that it is the lightning within the clouds, right? Surrounding the planet, the amount of energy trapped within the stratosphere. Okay, yes, it is related. It is energy. It is the amount of energy trapped within the stratosphere, but it's not just lightning. Lightning does affect it. Lightning does. If we've got big storms out there, we'll see peaks there. However, you can literally measure the Schumann resonance at the top of the Haleakala. I don't know. It's a Halakala. It's a mountain in Hawaii. It's known as the heart chakra of the planet. Okay? So, it is, to me, literally the energy field of Mother Gaia, of our planet. We are seeing spikes in the Schumann resonance, and we're seeing them bizarrely, on a regular basis, or coincidentally with astral placements, movements. Let me back up. 7.83 hertz is what the human body is. Earth, Mother Gaia, who is a conscious sentient being, don't kid yourself that she's just a piece of dirt beneath your feet. She's a being. We live upon her. You're the flea. Her frequency generally has been 7.83 hertz, which is why when we go outside with our bare feet, we can put our bare feet on the bare earth and ground ourselves. We can release those negative ions. We can release the free radicals and the things that get built up in our body that make us sick, right? That energy in motion. We can release that negative emotion that we have building up in our body, right? Just by putting our bare feet on the bare earth. Grass, dirt, do it on concrete, but I really prefer actual earth. So, why is the Schumann frequency fluctuating, you ask? Well, a few thoughts behind that. I did one, we talked about how there's some scientific-y reasons and some woo reasons and some more woo reasons. And scientific-y reason would be that in our rotation within the galaxy, our planet is coming into very high frequency, not dense. We are dense. Very high frequency area of the galaxy. So in preparation, knowing she's coming into that, she's raising her vibration. So there's a scientific E. That is like literally somebody could go down a rabbit hole and come up with the, projection, right? So that's real. That's happening. Then you have one of the woo being that Mother Earth is waking and she is pissed off, trying to rid herself of the fleas that are destroying her body. That personally is one of the things that I really feel, because Mother Gaia talks to me occasionally, and she's pissed. She's pissed. She wants to change things there, because the earth is so dense. By her raising her frequency, that is going to literally eliminate those of a lower vibration, meaning it will drive them crazy. It will make them, they will perish. They will cease to exist on the planet because they can't, because her vibration will be so high. Then you also have to look at, with the Schumann frequency, it's coming at sometimes regular intervals, like a fucking heartbeat, boom, boom, where every 27 hours we'll have a big peak, or you know what I mean? I mean, it's weird. I don't know the answers. I just know I'm paying attention to it, and I feel when the energy is high. Over the last week, we had 3 times that our normal 7.83 has hit 80 or above. So think about that. Energy that we're used to was 11 times what we're used to. So I'll put out some times and some slides that show what I'm talking about. See if you can go back and remember what you were feeling at that time. Go back and trace your steps. Where were you? What was going on? Were you feeling that intensity? There are times when I feel like I have to run. I have to do something. I have to do a set of push-ups. I have to physically move because my muscles want to fire. There is so much energy going on. It's really interesting with this Schumann resonance, that 7.83. I wasn't watching it prior to getting my Reiki certification, which was January of 2021. But it was shortly therein that I started paying attention to it. 2012, according to Dolores Cannon, 2012 is when things started kind of going. Every once in a while we'd start getting peaks. She was started to raise her vibration. And then on the Christmas star, the grand conjunction on December 21st of 2020, that grand conjunction, since then we've been having higher peaks more frequently. And I was able to come up with the graph to show you over the last couple of years what the increased activity has looked like. When you look at these graphs, the blue and the green little mottled, that would be considered in the normal range. When you get yellows, reds, and then the white, that is high. If it goes all the way across that page, it goes all the way and creates a whole bar, that's high as fuck. We'll put some information in here so that you guys can see just kind of what this trend has been. Now, the summer of 2021, I felt the physical effects of the Schumann resonance. My body was awakening. I was purging the negative energy, and I had migraines that absolutely lined up to peaks like crazy. I also noticed it in my son. So my son was having migraines and nausea, and he would be puking for no apparent reason, but the Schumann resonance was spiked. When my son got through that phase, just like I did, when I got through it, I could feel the energy. Now it doesn't nearly as often affect me physically. Like every once in a while it'll give me a headache. Every once in a while it'll make me crazy, like bouncing around in my head. Mostly I feel it like in my muscles, like my muscles want to fire. And I can see that in my son now too. Now that he's gone through that hardcore phase of the purge, the purging of all of that negativity. And I think that cleaning up our diets had a lot to do with that process ending. So I'll throw something else out at you there. The less your body is trying to battle physically, the more it can change and upgrade your body energetically during this transition. Schumann resonance is an indication that the earth is raising her vibration. That also means that you and I have to raise our vibration because we live upon her. We have to be ready to ascend into a higher vibration. Higher vibrations are achieved through happiness and love and peace and just general peace of mind. So if you are stuck in a negative place, when these peaks happen, you very well might feel them more than the next guy. And if you're a more positive person, you may feel them less than the next guy. I don't know, but it's a real thing. It really is a real thing that I'm seeing a lot of coincidences in not only Schumann resonance peaks, but also like astral events. Mind blown on the 23rd of March of this year when Pluto transited into Aquarius, how there was a Schumann freaking peak, and it was like, it felt like a timeline shift. It was all right there at the same time. So I've been looking at that Schumann resonance as a indicator of, what else is going on? Because there's so much more to it than we'd ever would have freaking known. Anyway, I've talked a lot on this, and it's fascinating shit to watch and to hear and to feel. I physically can feel when the energy spikes. It's amazing. Tune in, tap in. Y'all go love on a tree, go hug on a tree, go step on the bare earth, ground yourself. All right, love you.